How would you handle 2 bad miscarriages, having your 4 and 5-year-old children killed in a car accident, and then having many, many close calls with death yourself? I would call that heartbreaking, difficult, and really hard to push through. But that is what one of my followers on YouTube said she is currently experiencing and feels blocked and stuck in life. Having experienced the death of my 5-month-old daughter at the hands of my first husband, I thought I had things difficult, but this even struck me. But here's the advice that I gave her. I'm now 27 and a half years on the other side of my daughter's death, so I'm able to see things a little bit differently than I was able to when this had freshly happened. I told her if this were to happen to me all over again, there are 2 things that I would keep in mind. First, I would remind myself that absolutely, positively, everything happens for a reason, even though our conscious minds can never understand, especially closer to the time when it occurs, why these things occur. But our soul knows, and I would remind myself to trust in the wisdom of my soul. Second, once I made it through the grief and the loss, I would try to focus on learning what lessons I can from those experiences, because that's why our souls come here, for experiences and lessons. And it's just like that old country song says. It says, "I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden." Life is definitely not a rose garden. But I would remind myself to focus on these 2 things and remind myself that by focusing on these 2 things, my healing will go quicker. No, it doesn't mean that I will or want to forget my children. It just means that I won't be in so much pain every single time I think about them. And that is why I would want to heal as quickly as possible. Do I, as a human, care about soul growth when it just feels like my heart has been shattered into a million pieces? Absolutely not. In a situation like that, life feels really unfair. It feels like it really sucks, and I'm angry. But I would remind myself, even in the anger and in the sadness, to take just a few moments every now and then and ponder these things and watch as time goes on how I am able to move on and pick up the pieces and learn from these experiences. And I would also want to remember and value the souls who played the role of my children that they did in this lifetime, who signed up for this experience with me and went through this for me. And I would choose to honor them by focusing on trying to learn the lessons that were meant to come out of all of it.